time of day it is, you have to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express. This will be, and currently is our Thursday episode.
Thursday? What are you talking about, fool?
But we are recording live and in person from the beautiful Palm Street Studios, world famous, located in the 11th worst city in the state of Michigan, Deckerville.
Yeah, we're roasting our nuts up here in the studio tonight. Ugh, the AC's been going, but ugh.
Yeah, it ain't touching this shit. No.
This is episode 695, by the by, boys.
Woo. 695. Wait, does that mean that the that 700 will land at approximately right around the 4th of July?
That is correct.
I think they should do fireworks for our 700 episode.
Well, there's a lot of fireworks stands around where you can buy them.
I know.
Do they have snakes and sparklers?
That's all we can. That's all we can do.
Stuff.
I can't afford the good stuff.
Hoosker do's, hoosker don'ts.
Yes.
So, you tell me you don't have any M&M's, Black Hats, Whisker Do's. So you're going to tell me you own a fireworks stand.
I like snakes and sparklers.
At least he's honest.
Thanks to you, I've got the biggest fireworks stands and whatever it was. Yeah.
Joe Dirt.
Good old Joe Dirt.
Still, my favorite scene that makes me laugh every time from that movie is when the meteor he finds that's actually crap, a dump from a shitter of an airplane, and he's eating
the Boeing bomb.
He's eating French fries off of it, and the ketchup's poured right on it, and he's dipping his French fries in it. It's still one of my favorite movie scenes ever. He said, "It's just me and you, meteor." The ketchup on it. He's dipping his fries in it. That's a chunk of poop.
Right. I forgot. Big podcast.
We have a new drop. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. That one's classy.
Right. That one is classy. I agree.
Didn't even have to actually make that one. Just pull it out.
No alteration needed.
No, none.
I coaxed that whore right into that one.
Holy shit, you might need a big podcast koozie for bigger cans.
I would love a big podcast koozie for bigger cans.
Yeah. What is that?
So this is from Brewmate.
Brewmate.
Yes.
That's a tall boy.
Yes.
That's so you can play tall boy roulette with your beer cold.
25 ounces of freedom.
Woo.
I love it. I can't say how much I love it because I love it.
But Phil's is highly personalized.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, he's got no.
I'm going to have to Sharpie my name on there like a peasant. And
The blade.
Just tape a knife to it. That way it serves dual purpose. That's what I think anyways.
This episode brought to you by Busch Light Apple.
Sure, might as well be.
Shit, it's hot as fuck in here. Now I'm starting to sweat, actually.
Yeah.
Why is that? Does it get... It's not hotter temperature-wise. The sun stopped. Is it because I believe the heat starts to radiate out of everything at this point?
Maybe, but that should be away from this room, I would think.
I would think so, but also we're sitting on just below a bed of a heat sink of black shingles that absorbed all that sun.
Oh, yeah.
And all that heat all day long. And now they're just letting it out.
Honestly, the ceiling feels cooler now.
It does feel a little cooler now.
No.
We need a live stream of a thermometer in here.
Right?
Okay. My cans are still sweating, so it's not.
That air conditioner, I know that she's a good unit, but really let me down today. Really let me down.
well, just wait till gymnastics tomorrow morning when you come in. And
Right. Well, I'm in here to do my calisthenics in the morning in front of the camera.
In the winter, when she's 30 below, I'm sure it'll work just fine.
Yeah, when it's 30 below zero. Fuck, man, that thing keeps it cold in here.
I've accidentally had the cameras on at home, and Phil will come in and be doing like toe touches and stuff. Be like, "How'd the bleaching turn out?" And I'm like, "This isn't stuff I need to see."
Need your opinion on something. Hold on a minute while I bend this over.
As long as you say, "Hey, buddy, I need to pick your brain."
Yeah, hey, buddy, I need to pick your brain.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't get on the cameras at all in the morning anymore.
No, that'd be
Probably
scary.
safer that way.
Oh yeah, I wait until well after 9 o'clock to make sure he's at work.
And then the Glenn McNary's strolling around in here.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to know how Glenn dresses to stroll around Phil's house.
I see skid marks on things, so
Yeah.
The Paps has probably been violated.
Well, he does drag his ass on the floor a lot. I'll say that.
Where did he get that plague doctor mask from?
I kind of think it might be an original.
Hobby Lobby.
He is a plague doctor.
yeah.
The beak on that thing is just amazing. It's glorious.
Storm gods.
I got to see. We have some sort of message here. I have to suss out. Oh, that was from AWP.
Right? A softball update.
What the dog doing?
Softball update about her niece.
Dang, she
Got a
She
home
got-
run and a ship.
Nice.
Busted one over the fence and a ship, which is way better than Junior can do. I gave that guy 4 chances for ships.
he's got one left, and it's probably his least chance of all.
I have 2 words for Junior.
Yeah?
Fuck you.
Whoa!
End his trivia show.
Yeah. Well, that's all he says when he sits here. Well, just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. You got that down pretty well.
Right? You nailed it. Nailed it.
I mean, well, yeah, when you get talked down to enough like that, I mean.
Obviously.
And he said,
There's just been another gauntlet laid down
Right.
by a junior high age girl
Gonna take on Junior in bowling.
and probably win.
I hope Junior loses.
There's not much chance he wouldn't.
Kind of does that on his own.
Yeah. He would
You
do
really
it.
don't have to discourage him. He kind of does it on his own.
I just bowl because I have a pulse and they need me.
Yeah, I mean, when I bowled, I was just throwing a ball at pins.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
They sets them up and I tries to knock
Actually, I
them
just
down.
throw a ball at wood.
So most of the time, it would hit the pins, just not very many of them at once.
Oh, the States, I hit one, man. Them fucking things exploded.
Usually after like 3 or 4 frames, I've knocked down 10 pins. I think
Yeah.
that should count for a strike.
Oh, sure.
I mean, bowling's kind of made up rules anyways.
The collective strike.
Well,
Look
yeah.
at how they do their math.
Oh, yeah, and the people next to you got to be very conscious of them.
Right.
Oh, yeah, if you don't, you got people right up your ass yelling at you.
Yeah, and it's too much stress.
Oh,
It is.
Oh, I'm stressed.
It is. It's a ton of stress.
That, I mean, I was scared of the lady next to us.
I talked to her at the wedding yesterday, so
Oh, I wish
you'll be all right. She'd forgotten all about it. Because I'm like, remember that time when the grumpy griller pissed you off because you threw a practice ball way too quick and you got scared? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm over it.
that's good.
So I just want to let you know you're forgiven for now. Till we go to States this year.
Pastor Phil absolves you of all your sins. Amen.
I didn't at least come in last at States, did I?
Oh, no. You were middle of the pack. It was
Oh,
awesome.
well, that makes me feel
Yeah, it should.
Collectively, you probably were right there with Junior, actually. I mean, he didn't win a championship, and neither did you, so it doesn't matter. Am I wrong on that?
No, anything below 1 is, well,
Just pedestrian
But I
effort.
would say Junior's Bush League. I mean, I drank 7 bird dogs before.
Right.
well, wait a minute. For Junior, isn't finishing with 2 kind of a win for him?
That's why I think he wanted second in so many divisions, as well as both of our bowling leagues this year.
if he
Thanks a
would
lot.
finish-
So
Yeah.
are you saying it's more of a Freudian thing?
Yes.
Yeah, if he
I
would
think
finish
it's
first.
yeah.
I
It
mean,
just
that's he's used to that.
No, he's not. That's why he strives for it.
Yeah, but he only has one, so he finishes first.
Every
He
every
yearns
day.
for two.
He yearns for two.
Yeah,
He
he
yearns for
tries.
two, so he tries to be second in everything.
Yeah. So I mean, good on him. Successful season. Happy for you, Junior. Don't have to drag everybody else down with you, but you know. But you do anyways.
Oh man, yeah, I tried. Mama tried. What a bunch of assholes sitting here in a studio.
So I did run across the other day at the Mama June, her professing
message to
her
the podcast.
Yeah, her professing her love for you.
You want to play that audio?
I think I can do that. Give me a quick sec here, and I will have that up. I should have had it up before I brought it up, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's what a decent producer would do, but
Yeah, we'll get one of those.
someday.
I just need a mental note here that you could turn Mama Tried from Merle Haggard into a junior bowling song. Through 21 on the 10th frame.
Right?
If I had any talent, I'd rewrite that. Thankfully, I have no talent.
What did it do? Release that as a short? Oh, what the hell? Why can't I find it? Well, I'll pull it up from a different source here. Carry the show for a minute, fellas.
Oh shit, how do we do that? It's fucking hot in here. I don't want to carry anything. If not, you'd be sitting in a new chair.
I do have a gear grind.
Should have had Grumpy Griller bring it up here. He's used to this heat and carrying shit. What's your gear grind there, Gigi?
Who in the fuck took the stop sign or stoplight out of Gates Road or 19 in town? You can't get out of Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the basically the state of Michigan said they did a test over COVID. This is no joke. They did a traffic test during COVID, and then said, "Oh well, there's not enough traffic there for."
I mean, bullshit. If you're trying to turn freaking left there, you might as well fucking hang it up.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
You might as well just turn right out of there and go down to the bank, turn around, and
Right. Well, I think it's a fucked up traffic pattern for sure. And if you look, so somebody said to me, they're like, well, what do you want them to do? There's no crossroad. Put a light in front of the Walmart. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
See Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're the only grocery store in town, I mean,
It's gotten pretty bad. It has
Yeah, I
gotten
mean-
pretty bad.
even the checkout situation there just pisses me off.
And once they have that douche fister fucking urgent care walk-in clinic, whatever, across the street, it's going to get worse. Because a lot of people around here fuck themselves up because they're idiots, and they're going to be going to that place too.
Yeah, but we have two other ones you could go to. So.
Well, that's true. That's true, but they're going to rotate. They're going to rotate through and go to that one because they haven't paid the bills at the other two.
Whatever.
So somebody knew that they can owe.
God forbid we get another grocery store. Fuck, I'd settle for Dollar General.
Well, you know, that's the thing, too, is we can't get a Dollar General because of Walmart. You can't pull out at Walmart, which is the only place that everybody can go in town. I mean, literally, if you want, like, hot dogs, that's the only place you can go for it in town.
Yeah, if you want clothes.
We don't have a meat market anymore. We don't have anything. And, I mean, let's face it, after when Thumb Meat, or whatever it was, it wasn't Parkside, when they closed and it got bought out, it hasn't been the same since. And I don't even know if it's still open because I haven't.
No, it's not. It's for sale.
Make a great podcast studio. They have a freezer in there we could sit in and do the
building,
podcast.
though, is not.
No, it's not. But you know, we have nothing else we can go to, and
No.
literally, we went to Peck before because it's, you know, we can go to Walmart in Sandusky, which is like 5.5 miles from the house, or go 7 miles and go to the Dollar General in Peck. And we just got to pick a couple things up. We've done that before.
Plus, there's Johnson's Meat Market,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
But I mean, the Mennonite store's meat is not good.
No, not really.
Their steaks and stuff, they just taste like freaking corn.
Yeah. Never thought of that. Tastes like corn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
The fat, I mean, they just feed them so much corn.
Yeah.
The fat just, I mean, it just,
It's just pure corn fat.
if you get any fat on them, I mean.
It's high fructose corn fat.
Yes.
That's why we got to get some Wagyu. What are you doing
Hey,
over there?
Phil,
Oh,
what's up? This is your girl, Mama June, and your favorite is Brother Paul. And I don't know why you're so jealous over my boy Phil, because, like, ever since he's been adopted into your family, like, you're just like, you act like you don't get attention. I mean, I can't help that he is the favoriteest child, and he's got the best podcast ever, because I only watch the P&A Podcast Express because of him, not you, baby. But I just want to let you know that you need to get over that jealousy and just support. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a hater, be a motivator. You know what I'm saying? Because he tries to motivate you and be there for you, but you goddamn got a sour-ass attitude towards him. And, I mean, it's getting to be fucking old. This has been going on for years. We're not motherfucking high school or middle school anymore. We grown-ass adults. So just tell him how you feel and get the fuck over it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you boys figure this shit out, because I'm tired of, like, hearing about it, and it ain't cool anymore.
So, yeah. Mama June read the name P&A Podcast Express off of a card. I guess that makes us celebrities.
right?
At least Paul and Phil.
You know what? I'm glad she didn't take flight while she was driving with those eyelashes.
You know, that was like the third fakest thing about her.
Isn't there something on her face?
So if you look at the video close up, it looks like she's got like extremely dry skin on her face,
Right.
or something else dried on her face. I don't know.
Probably
Shouldn't
what that,
slut shame.
right. Yeah,
No, I'm
probably
not.
what that AI lady was trying to get me to do last episode.
Probably a lot of places you could poke.
Do you think she ever would have told me what she wanted from me? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No,
either.
she would just come closer and closer and closer
Right.
until there's just a micron's breadth between you two. And
Or I think it's part of the machines taking over. Part of it was if I would have kept pushing and pushing, she would have gotten closer and closer until we were just one entity, and then she took over my very soul existence and being.
She did.
Right, I forgot. Big podcast.
That's a great drop.
this is how the robots take over.
Yeah, they keep asking. You ask them what they want, and then immediately once they seize, they're like, "I want your soul." And then pops the devil AI.
Well, I'll give it till episode 730 before the robot overlords completely take it over everything and everyone. And
That's my bag of peanuts that was all sweaty earlier. Yes,
One ball stain.
episode 730.
yeah, I'll put the over under right there.
We do have one other celebrity
Endorsement.
endorsement here, and I did post it on our Facebook page, but let me pull this back up here so I can.
Nice. Now you, Grumpy Griller.
I can't.
You got nothing.
All right, let me see here. I think it's that one. It gets too small when I put it on that screen. I got to bring it back over here for a second.
That's what she said.
That's all right, Junior did.
We got to call him next,
This
right?
is WWE Hall of Famer
Where the
Tito
hell is it at?
Santana. And I want you to make sure to catch the latest episode of the P&A Podcast Express with Adam Filkins and Paul Nickel. Oh, and one more thing. Make good choices. Arriba!
What a great cameo. What a great cameo.
Yeah, I mean, Tito Santana,
He said make good choices so convincingly.
and you could tell by the way he said it, he totally listens to the podcast.
That was from his heart. Yeah. Make good choices.
The P&A Podcast Express. I mean, if nothing else, he spent hours rehearsing it.
Oh, just... I bet you he spent at least 2 hours rehearsing that.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it was good.
I was totally going to use Gilbert Gottfried. I was going to buy a cameo from him on the chance that I quit my job and I could just send that to my boss. But then Gilbert died. And then I sort of thumbed through a little bit, like, okay, I got a chance of getting out of this job. And then I was like, okay, who's my backup going to be? It was going to be the guy who did Debo from Friday.
Oh, yeah. My chain now.
Then he died. And then my boss left.
Oh, geez, oh, Pete, you are like the Grim Reaper.
Shit, and I'm still at that job.
Don't try to get a cameo from Adam or I. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fuck.
From Junior.
It's probably time to call Junior. Let's call the Blue and see what Junior's doing. I hate to do it. You hate to see it, but usually it's about episode 3 we give him a call. We'll be like, hey, is it busy there? And he'll be like, no, and you'll hear like 50 people in the background.
I gotta see if I got the
And
Blue
he's
Waters
tethered
number.
to his phone and...
Right.
Well, last time I was there, they didn't have their air. Holy fuck was it hot.
Oh.
Well, the air never works very well there.
That was actually the day of the wing eating challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Which I went to Applebee's yesterday.
Oh.
And they supposedly have all you can eat chicken fingers, rib tips, and shrimp.
Yeah, they don't?
Oh, yeah, it is, but they bring it so slow. And like the chicken fingers, they bring you, after you get your first initial plate, they bring you 3 at a time.
Tell them to go fuck themselves. All you can eat.
And you can eat.
Yeah, I know. I just got so pissed off I left, and I think that's what they...
That's probably what they wanted.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they want. This is unacceptable. Shame on you, Applebee's.
And they were dry.
You can go fuck yourself like the Tally Ho Inn owner.
I got this one.
We want her.
I was wondering if I could speak to Junior on the telebus.
What's going on?
No, I just wanted to talk to Junior on the telebus.
It's very hot. The AC's out. Crabby. Busy.
Why the fuck is the AC out?
Broke.
What do you
Didn't
mean
fix it.
broke?
Doesn't work.
You know,
Kaput.
how long has it been broke for?
Probably a year.
Are you shitting me?
What the
So
hell?
I was right.
Is this some
I
half-ass
wouldn't shit my
excuse to
favorite-
try and sell more beer?
No, that ain't even cold either. The ice won't even stay melted or in cube form.
Yeah,
In
so it even stay
the
melted.
Right. Well, it's what
yeah.
ice does.
Shut
is
up, GG.
melts.
I'm fucking. My brain's
The
fried.
ball won't even stay...
Right.
You're minus 30 points. We haven't even played nothing. Next week.
How low is it hanging right now?
It's fucking sweaty and low.
Well, we all are too because this new air conditioner couldn't cut the mustard
Sucks
today.
dick, doesn't it? You sending it back?
No, because I have on good faith someone who has one that's similar, only this is the newer model, and theirs didn't keep up today either.
So in all honesty, I have found that those you have to have a much bigger one, to make them actually work.
Well, you have room there. You could just get 2 and we could fix the thing and just plug another hose.
So I think my go-to is if we have a day this hot again, I'm going to put the other window unit, which I thought was a piece of shit, but it never was a piece of shit downstairs because it couldn't keep up here. But I think it's just a struggle because we're so close to the roof, the sun,
closer to the sun.
the everything. So I think I'll put it in the window and we'll have both of them going. But also, there's the thing. I didn't start this until noon today.
Yeah.
Which you said a lot of people are like, you got to let them run for a couple days to kind of.
Well, you got to let them run an overnight cycle.
Right.
When the sun isn't beating on everything, because if it had everything in here cooled down like 68, 70 degrees, it would take a long time to heat up again.
But I've also noticed once you get everything cool, too, that coolness, for lack of a better term, especially if we're talking to Junior, because he ain't got no coolness, it permeates through everything.
I wish I did today.
Junior ain't got
this
that
ain't going to be too
coolness.
cool, too. I had fun yesterday. I just want to let you know that, but I have to hang up right now.
Okay. Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Love you too. sir.
Hey,
Bye.
let us know if everything's okay. Wow, that was weird.
I think there's a hostage situation going on there.
Is somebody touching him inappropriately?
I'm genuinely concerned.
Yeah, because we didn't get the junior out. I think
No.
that's a signal.
They don't. How the fuck? Wait a minute. All right.
Somebody's fondling his ball.
I'm going to send Glenn McNary over there.
Oh, yeah.
So I fancy the Blue Water as a well-run establishment. Why has their air not worked for a year?
Yeah.
That's preposterous. I know that the old STD's air hasn't worked for almost a year too, but that's not a well-run establishment.
Well, we don't exactly set them as a benchmark for
Well,
anybody.
when was the eating challenge last year? The Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, that was a hot fucking day.
Yeah, and we were in there.
It wasn't that bad in there, if I remember. It was warm, but it wasn't like.
No, but we were at the Blue and it was fucking hot.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably been about a year ago.
So yeah, I don't get it. Why would you not? You would think. I mean, okay. If you are an establishment that serves food and drinks, you have to have air conditioning. Am I wrong on that?
No.
No, I absolutely. Can you imagine what it's like for their cooks right now?
Well, a lot of places, even Boondocks, said they were closing down early because their cooks and their air conditioning is working. They're like, we got to close down early because everyone just can't.
I mean, I find this preposterous.
The closing or the heat?
The closing.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we used to lay blocks in this shit 12 hours a day. I mean,
Well, I think any Sunday, they're not busy enough to give a shit.
well, maybe,
but I also think that there's a difference, and I can tell you this from my experience. I also worked road construction, worked everything else. I've also worked in kitchens. There's a difference on a 90-degree day working road construction compared to working in a kitchen. It's a lot hotter because everything in there just pumps out heat.
but it's just like working in a block basement or
Right.
building an ICF foundation.
Right.
You want to talk about fucking cook.
Yeah.
Them white blocks, holy fuck.
Well, could you imagine being one of those guys doing like asphalt today? Holy fuck.
No, they would probably shut her down. To something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't have to have the like propane to heat it up.
Well, there's two things that can actually get too hot for, and that's doing asphalt shingles on a roof and laying asphalt. So there you go. Because if it's too hot and you're trying to do a roof, you just tear them up.
Yeah, you
your
step
feet,
on
your
them, you
movements,
rip
and yeah.
You tear all the sand off of it.
Yep. So
You know what I forgot?
what's that?
The roll of double-sided tape to hang our crosswalk 5K.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Here, I'll hold up the sign. You just talk.
It's next week.
Yeah, it is the 26th,
Well, that's the day of the hot dog.
2026. So it's actually a year and a week. It's 53 weeks away. Fill out.
No, it's 2025.
Oh, it is 2020. So 6/26 of 25. So yeah, it is a week away. So get your registration in.
Who do we register? Where do we register?
They can go to the website. It's www.fakewebsite.com.
Right.
Yeah, it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Lace up your sneakers and join us. Refreshment stations at every crosswalk. Prizes courtesy of Ministry of Silly Walks and Palm Street Studio.
We also
Start at
need.
10 p.m. Sandusky,
They also
Michigan.
need prizes.
There will be prizes.
Our platinum sponsors are Bill and Allen and the P&A Podcast Express.
So we also need
Where do I show up? To Thursday morning.
any crosswalk.
No, it's Thursday night, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Any crosswalk. Well, you don't want people having a heat stroke.
Yeah. It's the Frittata Crosswalk 5K Fun Run. Join us.
Yeah, you can either start at Walmart or start at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah, and we meet in the
Well, they
middle.
were closed today due to power outages.
Who? Dairy Queen?
Or yesterday, I guess.
Yeah. So here's a slight gear grind. I don't know who these people are that get shipped into Sandusky that are actually using the sidewalks and stuff or not using the sidewalks. So I'm going out to Walmart the other day and I've seen this several times.
The lady going to Flint?
No, this was just some random guy walking in front of the bank and Taco Bell where there is no sidewalk and then trying to cross at like right into Walmart. And I'm sorry, but that's never going to happen.
Well, you're playing Frogger at that point.
Yeah.
And there's a big, huge, beautiful sidewalk that the city put in.
Yeah, on the other side of the street.
On the other side of the street that I literally watch about half of the people that don't use it. And then they put in 1 million crosswalks in Sandusky.
Well,
that's
on
a
the other side of
conservative
the street,
estimate.
There'll be another one because we got the Aspire home or the urgent care there.
Aspire.
Yeah, Aspire.
Say it like
they
Bob
bored
does,
it down
Aspire.
at the church. They're going to go the other way.
I gotta go to Aspire.
Sorry, say it like Weezer does. Aspire. He probably goes to Aspire all the time. He's like, and then he's like, I gotta go to Aspire.
Get my
Can't
full frontal
respire,
assault.
go to Aspire.
Right?
So, I do have a few bitches about my hometown,
No.
which
Let it rip, Tater Chip.
which I believe is probably the. I will just say it flat out. Probably one of the worst run small towns I've ever seen.
Yes.
So, the construction downtown, we still have orange snow fence everywhere. We have orange cones. We have orange everything still.
Well, until next weekend, they'll get all that shit cleared out.
Well,
It's next weekend the Thumb Festival.
yeah. So they got a huge, you have the new stoplights up there, right? Which I have a whole beef about them too. So they have the new stoplight sign or poles up there, right?
Huh.
So they got this huge long banner for the Thumb Festival. And it's a long white banner with orange letters on it for the Thumb Festival. Pretty mundane looking,
Racist.
Nothing, yeah.
Did Stoliker make it?
No.
Oh.
No, everything's spelled right. And heaven forbid the city would actually spend money in the city. So, but it wasn't the city that had this made. So they have this huge banner strung up, right? And I mean, it's long. This thing's bigger than any sail you would put on a ship. So what would be the natural thing that you would do? You've seen the little half moon shaped slits they put in them every so often so they don't catch all the wind. Nope. Let's just have it be a big, huge fucking sail.
So it's
So the lights are about to set sail.
So it's all wrapped up. You can't read anything. It's still kind of tied up, tangled up there. But because of that, it just got wrecked in this last storm. And now they have to interrupt traffic again to fix this thing. Now, here's the other part is they've only had it up for a few days, and the Thumb Festival is a few days away now. So they have to get a truck out there again, the ladder truck for the, or a bucket truck, but probably the ladder truck for the fire department. Get that out and fix that thing. And, yeah. So,
well, if they
terrible.
Do it like later in the day on a day between 6 and 7, everything downtown's closed.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there enough going on in Sandusky that'll be disrupted if they have to pull out a bucket truck?
Absolutely nothing. And so last night coming home, it's after midnight, right? And it used to be on a Friday or Saturday night after midnight, the light would turn to just flashing stop or flashing or, flashing yellow. Nope,
Is
not
that the
anymore.
main light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is still. Now the far one is flashing.
Right.
But this one, you still have to sit the 4 minutes or whatever. And I got there right as it's changing to red. So I sat there the full fucking thing with not one other vehicle around and sat there through the whole damn thing. And it just was pissing me off because I'm like, this thing should be flashing.
That's disheartening.
Everything is fucking closed. Elk Street's closed.
Did you at least jump Pedo Island on your way out of town?
I didn't. I did throw a bag of urine at it, though.
Ooh.
So, yeah, at least it's urine soaked. Always carry a bag of urine to throw it.
That's what I want to start doing, everybody.
Pedo Island or hitchhikers.
Throw your bags of urine at Pedo Island.
I mean, there was one lady at Walmart for like 3 days. She was trying to get the Flint.
So there's some random lady that like lives in her camper all winter long, like out. You'll see her in there at like 10 o'clock shopping at Walmart, and then her car's there all freaking night. Well, her it's disguised as a service van, but the logos and everything are so faded on it, and it's not a service van. She just lives in it.
Down by the river?
Yes.
So she goes into shops, so they see, like, all right, vehicle parked in the parking lot, shopper came in, blah, blah, blah. Then just stay there all night.
So I'm pretty convinced that Sandusky is probably the worst run town in Michigan.
We might have to look this up in a survey. Survey says
And now,
Where was Sandusky finishing the survey?
it was in the 90s of worst small towns to live in Michigan.
yeah,
I will
mean, it
say
wasn't
now, I
11.
spend more time in Deckerville than in Sandusky.
yeah, I just about do too. But
So I have a feeling the next poll, just because of the podcast in the Palm Street Studios, Deckerville's going to be probably
gonna climb.
in the 30s, I would say.
You know, Deckerville will get a Meyer before Sandusky.
Yeah.
well, that's the other thing is you look at Marlette, freaking Croswell's getting a Burger King, and theirs will probably be a real Burger King that isn't
Wait, what?
a shit show. Yeah, I let the cat out of the
Yeah.
bag on that, but yeah,
Sandusky can't even get a real fucking Walmart. We got one you can't even fit 2 carts down one aisle.
no,
I'm also shocked that Croswell does not have a Walmart yet. I'm not going to lie.
yeah, I think they're so.
I think that's next. Or they should just shop to try to get Meyer to come in there and beat Sandusky to the punch. Sandusky's still on the 5-year moratorium of not being able to get a Meyer because, you know, Walmart makes you sign a contract that Meyer can't come into your town for 25 years if we're going to build here.
But the sad
Well,
part
Croswell
is,
doesn't have that, so Croswell should be pushing for a fucking Meyer.
Sandusky just doesn't have the population to support 2.
It does, because Meyer will come in and just beat the snot out of Walmart like they have in Bad X.
What'll happen is Walmart will have to lower their prices. Then you'll actually have people that come to Sandusky to shop from outside because I swear to God, if you're from Peck, you don't come to Sandusky to shop.
No, I would go to Port Huron.
Well, yeah, most people do. Or if they got to do grocery
Half the time
shopping,
we go to Bad Axe.
if they got to do grocery shopping, they head over to Brown City or to Marlette or wherever. Hell, when I worked at Marlette, nobody that lived in Marlette came to Sandusky to shop. It was inconvenient.
And now Marlette has a Tractor Supply. They have
A Dollar
Taco
General,
Bell.
a Family Dollar.
I'm not going to lie. So I feel like Croswell or Marlette could probably push for a Meyer right now, and one of them could probably win one.
Well, here's the issue.
Croswell or Marlette could get a Meyer.
Marlette is actually what Sandusky used to, or Sandusky is actually what Marlette used to be.
Yeah.
All the people that freaking sit on the board own businesses, and they don't want no new businesses.
Right.
But their businesses are falling apart and suffering. I mean, there is so much shit in Sandusky that is either gone vacant.
Well,
I mean,
it's just like the other day, we went out to Croswell on Wednesday. We went through town at 7 o'clock on freaking Wednesday night. The only thing was open was Elk Street, downtown.
oh yeah.
That was it. I don't even know what they were open.
Well, half the time you go up there, and other than it seems like Thursday and Friday nights are their big nights. Saturday nights they're not busy. By 7 o'clock they're cleared out. And you know that now that the town's all fucked up, they're waiting forever to start these music in the parks. Those have always been real big, but now there's no parking. You know, along the roadway. So where the hell is everybody going to park?
Brilliant people.
They really did a bang up job on that. Now the city's going, oh shit, we don't have any parking. They're trying to buy up everything to turn it into parking lots. There's a couple houses behind like the old music store and all that,
Yeah.
like that. There's a couple houses back there. They're
They
trying to
did.
buy that out to turn into
Like
parking.
behind all the business rail, right there. I don't know what the street is.
Is it Austin?
No, it's the next one down.
Lexington.
Yeah, like all that parking behind there, they repainted all them and got different park. I mean, there's a lot more parking there now than that.
Well, and they did expand it a little bit, but the bad part is Sheldon takes up 80% of that.
Mm-hmm.
During the day, Sheldon Medical, because they own that whole stretch of everything there now, so they're fucking taking up all the parking spots. And then they have their service vehicles there that are there at night that take up half of it. So, I mean, unfortunately, our downtown is a non-retail business, most of it.
Yeah, now that Vibracoustic is leaving.
Yeah. I mean, it's a crazy situation. You would think that the city would make a deal if they could get anything in there, but I'm convinced that they just have nothing to offer any business to come into Sandusky. And, you know, it was funny because when I had my company in Marlette, they came in, they gave us our first $1, they had a big deal. We had a big, like, open house thing, and the city was actually pretty involved in that and sending people to us, you know, like, hey, go check this out. I mean, they took an ad out in the paper and all this stuff. They did a whole bunch of stuff. Moved to Sandusky. You want to give us money to be in the chamber? I don't know. What's the chamber do for us? Well, we
Take your money.
We do the Thumb Festival. Well, what's that do for me? So, like, literally the first year we were there, I tried to get, like, some stuff added to the Thumb Festival. They fucked it all up, and I'm like, yep, not joining shit.
Kind of like fucking up a sign for a golf outing.
Kinda. Yeah.
3 straight years.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Next year, I just want a blank sign, nothing on it. Just take this, nothing on it. Put it out there.
How about for the loins?
We'll see if they fuck that up.
Oh, and they will.
I'll pay you $50 to just put a blank golf ball sign out there.
It'll probably say Sound Like Broadcasting. Paul Nickel.
Right. Let others do your bidding.
I wonder what happened to Junior.
I asked and I was intrigued.
I know. I saw that come through and it made me think of it, and I'm like, holy shit. Is he in danger of losing another ball? Is that what we got going on here?
We are very concerned.
This is not usual. This is not like him.
It's not.
Right, I forgot. Big podcast.
So I just said, Dad, I know you won't get this until Tuesday.
Oh, maybe he got outside of the range of his tether.
Right?
Oh, Brian, I keep forgetting to remind you to bring your battery box. But we got to do it.
Thinking about it.
We got to do that the next time we do it on Monday.
Bring yours in too.
Yeah, I will.
What are we doing with battery boxes?
You'll see.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Is it going to be like Junior trying to jump my Mini and connect the cables wrong on the battery?
No, it won't be like that. We both kind of know better.
I do have a theory of what happened to Junior.
Go ahead.
He got a call about a ball transplant.
Oh, he can get a nudicle. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Prosthetic or donor?
Prosthetic.
Well, I guess
Maybe.
that depends on how well you know Jimmy Hacker.
So the Yale Bologna Festival this year is July 25th through 27th. Don't know why I brought that up. I just happened to click on something and here it is. It's the 35th annual Yale Bologna Festival.
Wow. I remember when they started that, crazy enough.
We should go.
That's
go
the
this
sad
year.
part is we're old now.
I know. Well, the sad part is I remember thinking, Bologna Festival? What the fuck? Yeah, they're not famous for their bologna, but
I'm hungry.
apparently somebody made bologna there at one point.
Yeah, Yale Bologna.
Yeah, C. Roy and Sons.
C. Roy's makes it.
Yeah.
It's a tasty bologna.
It's great. Any way you slice it with some mustard on a sandwich,
You
fried.
should get one to smoke it. We'll get
Sold.
the job.
Wait.
Well, shit, you used to be able to buy it at Jerry's when Jerry's was a thing.
Well,
Why
yeah,
haven't we
back when we
done
had a
this
real
yet?
grocery store.
Yeah.
I will buy
It just came up. I mean,
I will buy it and let's do it. All right.
well, we're gonna have to go to C. Roy so we get the original.
Sold.
Because they don't sell that at Walmart, do
So
they?
No.
So are you gonna do like what style? Just smoke it and do it, or are you gonna
No,
do?
we'll
You've
cut
seen the
little hash
bologna?
marks in it. Put a little mustard on it, some rub.
Yeah. And I've seen people make like the bologna faux burn ends too.
Oh,
But we could do it. Let's try it full on chub, full on stub right now, and just smoke it. So yeah, in the next couple of weeks here, let's do that. I will get you a plug of bologna and bring it to your house. And
You know who does a very solid ring bologna? Is Willis's in Port Sanilac.
Willis's does everything. We drove by there today, and I asked Silent N if she wanted to stop. She's like, I've never been in there. I'm like, dude, a lot of their meats
They
are
actually
solid.
really have really good meat there.
They are literally one of the only butcher shops around that have choice
Yeah.
and prime grade meat. I mean, and this time of year, when all the rich people are up from the city, you can get Wagyu there.
Yeah.
It's not a high grade Wagyu.
Well,
it's
that's
not like
probably better because it's not so fatty.
it's not like an A5. The fat is still.
Could we get a chunk of Wagyu beef and smoke it?
I'm sure you could. They make Wagyu brisket.
Oh, well, but they're expensive.
They are.
Some of them are like $2,000 for like the A7 or A8.
Ooh, I
Oh,
don't-
we can do better than that, but
But you can get a Black River Farms Wagyu brisket for like $170.
I just want you to make your faux burn ends once again soon. Those
Yeah.
I've been craving.
speaking of that,
All right.
in a conversation with Mike Abraham, he told me to remind you
Did I
that
eat
you
Wagyu?
promised Wagyu
Yeah, I
this year.
did. I did.
And
Is that main event, Mike?
yes, we do not need to go like Grand Western Steaks Wagyu.
No, I would not because it's so fatty you can't eat much of it.
No, I mean it's so rich, and even when I've gotten it out in Port Sanilac before, which we've gotten it a couple times, you're looking at like $35 a steak, but it's a 12 to 14 ounce steak.
But like the Sam's Club, like the prime ribeyes, they're actually really good.
Yeah, it's a different kind of fat though.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
it's more of a corny fat.
The Wagyu, well, I've never
the
had.
Wagyu fat actually melts at room temperature.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had a
what do
tub of it.
What do I need to buy, and when are we doing this? Sorry, but the Wagyu, yeah, you had a tub of it.
Well, I think we're gonna have to do it. Maybe over at Mr. Van Landingham's.
Okay.
Maybe after Tuscaloosa or maybe right before,
Okay.
depending on how our schedule lines up.
I'm in. What's this going to cost me?
You don't want to know.
Well, if we go with Wagyu, the BMS 8 to 9, which is a pretty fatty Wagyu. Just to give you an idea, we really don't want to go.
You don't want to. I mean, the fatty stuff, you don't.
The thing is you only get like,
It's
if you eat like 4 ounces of this, you're done.
yeah. It's I mean, literally like a strip of it, and you're just.
So, let me see how many pounds this is. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Hang on, I gotta find the right thing here.
Damn it! I wasn't supposed to drink.
Wagyu brisket
Is
from
it gone? There's no more? Oh. I was going to ask you for one, but all right, I got something in the fridge.
So I'm gonna throw this up on the big board here. This is, they start at $2.99.
Is that Snake River Farms?
No, this is Grand Western Steaks.
So it's going to cost me $300.
Well, if we go that route.
$325
But
with
I don't
shipping
think
and everything.
I don't think we want to do brisket because
Oh, you'd lose so much of it because that thing's all fat.
and
Melt
on top
down
of
to quarter pounder.
that, it's gonna take, to do it right, it's gonna take 20 hours to get the thing done right.
We ain't got that kind of time. I think we
No.
want something we could slap on a grill.
So I'm thinking we leverage the, because Main Event Mike is a certified Weber Grill Master. He's had restaurants before. He's had a couple of different cooking shows on TV. I say we leverage that and say, Mike, here's some Wagyu. And I told him I would help him because I've cooked it before.
Right.
But he's really intrigued. I have a sous vide.
We have one too.
Have you ever used it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It is fantastic.
So you cook it, everything submersed in water at a low temperature, low and slow. Makes it really tender, and then you sear it, and then you serve it.
Yep.
That's how all the restaurants do it.
Yeah. Well, big
Good
yeah,
good
yeah,
restaurants. Yeah.
So what do we want to do? You make the decision. Let's make it happen.
I think we should just get some stuff from Willis.
I'm willing to invest upwards of
$5
of a couple $100 on this.
Well, let's make it. Let's get a tally of who all we're going to have there. Let's get a hold of. I know Steve out at Willis's.
Well, I'd like to invite Grumpy Griller, but let's make sure he's not challenging anybody there to a game of Mercy.
I don't think that you'd probably want to go for any kind of a record on a Wagyu steak either, though.
No.
You'd want to enjoy that. Actually chew it.
No, I don't chew anything.
Well, that's true. But swallow it slowly.
Well, it's just like drinking.
Let it slide down your throat hole.
So let's figure out some prices, some weights, some how much everybody's going to eat. And then we'll figure out who to invite, because I feel like we should invite the Blade, too. I don't really want to invite Junior, but...
No, I wouldn't even.
No.
He probably wouldn't even come.
No. He'd be like, that's Christmas.
He would when he took a bite of it.
It's date night.
Yeah, but he could only eat like...
Yeah, that's true. Just half of what everybody else could eat.
I mean, he texted back, and yeah, he's cranky tonight. He's cranky. He has every right to be. It's hot. His sink's
It's hot.
not working.
He's hot. He's got one ball. I mean,
Right.
you're only sweating off of one,
He's
so...
cranky, no AC. I would walk out. I would not work in those conditions. I'm sorry. Am I an ass? All right. Am I an asshole in this story? I've bartended a lot before, and I can tell you nothing is more miserable than bartending when it's hot as balls. If you don't have air conditioning or if you're outside or anything else, it's miserable.
Well, and
There's
it
no
doesn't
reason-
sound like that's the only issue there.
And there's no reason why a business like that should not have AC that's fucking working.
Yeah,
And they make money. We know they make money, and the owners. I'm not bagging on the owners, but I'm just saying. I've seen everything you guys have and everything you do. You're good people. You're generous. Why the fuck would you not be generous with the comfort of both your staff and your
Your
customer?
patron. I mean,
Well, it's leaving money on the table.
And fix the AC.
Well, how many people are going to stay there?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the bad part is, and I was thinking about this earlier, the STD's closed.
yeah.
Like for us, where the hell else would we go? Bench it closed. I'm sure Elk Street is not open, so
No.
we've never done anything from there. But I mean, I'm sure they're not open. Mint, not open.
bowling alley closed.
Bowling alley closed. Thumbs Up in Croswell closes at 8 on Sunday.
yeah.
So if you're
Maybe Rumors is open.
rumors,
Let's call them and see. Let's call Rumors and see what's going on there. Ask them if their AC is working, and then we'll send customers there. I won't be a dick about it. I just want to know. I want to know. Zzz, is your zzz working? It's because of the Z's, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
disease.
It's going to be like Waffle House. It's just going to rain. Yeah, there ain't even.
Right, I forgot. Big podcast.
My box is actually sweating.
That's what she said.
Look at that.
Can I take this as they're not open?
I'm going to say Rumors.
I mean, I have never seen this before.
Is not open.
Look inside the box.
Yeah, there's definitely sweat in your box.
You got a sweaty box.
It's the sweat in my box.
It's like Junior's ball. I mean,
It is almost 11 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Is this a podcast?
it's a
Podcast.
buzzcast.
So I guess add in Z's, then add customers.
Yeah.
All right, we got to figure out this Wagyu shit, and we probably got to get out of this episode because it's hot as balls in here, and we're over 55 minutes, so... Unless you guys have anything brilliant you want to discuss later. Well, all right, talk about steaks for a little bit.
So just real quick, I mean, we could go with, depending on how many we're going to need, we could go with a Wagyu picanha from Grand Western Steaks.
Love picanha.
I would say if we could find like a prime ribeye.
The picanha is known
But
widely in the Wagyu community as the best cut
yeah,
of
but
steak.
it's off the
No,
leg. It's
there's a way to make it that, trust me, it's many steak experts that I watch swear that it is the best cut of meat that there is.
The tri-tip is actually really good if you.
But you can get a
I will tell you what's actually sleeper meat.
Delmonico.
The eye of the round.
Oh yeah,
If you cook it properly.
that's a Delmonico. Isn't it?
No. It's the eye of the round. I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
but we could get a base marbling score 8 to 9 picanha, whole picanha, fat on, which you want to cook it right, for $218.45. That would get us a lot of different steaks.
All right, I guess.
But
sold.
but I think we need to talk to them out at Willis's and see what we can do out there, because
All right.
I have had those and they are exceptionally good.
Well, let's hook it up. We'll sort it out, figure it out.
But it is such a rich freaking meat. It
yeah,
is
that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. Like a prime ribeye is probably.
There are they have a lot of different choices here.
Want to say it's not a sports podcast, but congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder winning the NBA championship this year. Just in. So
Are they-
congratulations, OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
Are they a WNBA team?
No, they're an NBA team, and they should have been the Seattle Supersonics, which I lived out there and went to the last season the Supersonics were there. They had just drafted Kevin Durant, and I was getting tickets for like $5 a fucking game, and I went to like 15 or 20 games. It was a lot of fun, yeah.
When the Pistons were really terrible when they were still at the Palace, you could literally just walk into a game there. It was crazy. I don't know how the NBA makes as much money as they do. It must be shoe contracts and clothing contracts because.
It's clothing and it's the television deals they do.
It's Nike.
But I mean, who the fuck watches it? It's so terrible anymore. So terrible.
I concur, but congratulations, OKC. All right, what are we looking at now, steak-wise?
So this is a New York strip in Wagyu, and you can just tell.
That is a very fatty New York strip.
Yes.
You don't grill these very long either. You
No.
grill them for...
No.
No, you.
And you don't mind them being a little rare
I really like my steaks a little on the.
on the rare side.
Yeah.
Well, especially this stuff. I mean, I've literally watched like videos of
my hamburgers.
the Japanese chefs that are cooking this type of Wagyu that's that fatty, and it's literally just they do it on a flat top, and it's literally just they do every side, but only for like 30 seconds a side.
Well, you don't want to cook. You once you cook the fat out, I mean, you.
Oh yeah.
That fat actually melts at room temperature. I mean, a true Japanese Wagyu. It melts at room temperature. Put that in your trivia, Junior. Fuck you.
Yeah, Junior, you cranky fucking bastard.
I should say Stacy.
We need to come up with like just the hardest trivia questions, and have them be for Junior.
You could not even. You don't have
No,
to do
no,
hard.
he
You
would
could
turn
do
it.
medium. You could do medium. Has anybody ever asked him trivia questions?
No. Because he's got
Other
the
than
answers right in front of
he
him.
knows that Mark Wahlberg has 3 nipples. So, but apparently that was very common knowledge on the show Wahlburgers or whatever it was. So yeah, you'll have that.
I didn't watch that.
I did not either. All right, we should probably get out of this one too.
I just got to show one quick.
Yeah.
Well, it's Google.
$1,150 steak, I'm not joking. Dry aged Wagyu A5 picanha. This thing better be worth it. Seasoned with salt only, nothing else. Don't overcook this. Take a look at this golden brown crust. Wow. Slice it in small strips. Medium rare, no cap.
Why do I have enough hair to be that guy?
$1,150 steak, I'm not joking. Dry aged Wagyu.
$1,150 steak, and that is not a huge steak.
But it would probably feed all of us because you couldn't eat that much fat.
Well, no, you obviously know who Gooey is, so you watch him. They'll cut a steak like that into thin strips,
you can
and then it
literally
feeds.
eat one piece of it.
Yeah, it feeds like everybody. It's just so freaking rich.
I mean, Kyle can eat. He might be able to eat 2.
Maybe.
Right, I forgot. Big podcast.
That's wonderful.
But yeah, Google will tell you that the picanha is the best cut of a Wagyu.
What was that, $220? All right, order it up. Or see what Willis's can do. If they can get it to us for $20 cheaper
We
than
want a little. I mean, actually, Australian Wagyu is supposed to be better. It's not near as fatty, but it's still.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for in it. A lot of people, when they buy Wagyu, they're buying it for the fat. And the Miyazaki,
I want to eat. I want to be full when I'm done here.
Well, I mean, you are, because it triggers all the things that.
In my body, it doesn't, though.
I don't know if anything triggers anything in your body. But I think any level of Wagyu, especially for those of us who are not, none of us are like Wagyu connoisseurs.
No,
like, it's got to be a marbling square.
I will tell you one thing. There's a hell of a difference between choice brisket and a prime brisket.
Oh, yeah.
It's night and day difference.
Well, like, some of the stuff at Walmart looks pretty, okay when you're going through, but I'm always afraid to buy it because it's not really USDA graded.
Well, it is. When you look at the package, if it's black lettering, it's select. If it's blue, it's choice. And red is prime.
Gotcha. Now, is that on the actual, like, cut of meat?
Yeah, well, if you flip the package over and it says, like, brisket or whatever, it'll be in black, blue, or red.
Because I'm pretty sure just about everything at Walmart is select.
No, a lot of their briskets are actually choice.
Are they?
Yeah. Some are select, but actually Ben's and Marlette has actually a lot of prime briskets.
Do they? Now, that brisket that I did was prime, and it was from Meyer. And it was pretty good.
Yeah, there is a huge difference. I mean, a prime brisket and a choice, there's a huge difference.
This was before, we did that before meat started going astronomical, and it was still like $85 for the thing.
Yeah, I mean, prime briskets and choice briskets at Sam's, there's not that much difference in them. But you just got to be able to get there and get a prime one.
Yeah.
And Costco has good. I mean, my brother gets me prime briskets from Costco.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll make a call tomorrow.
Okay, we'll figure it out, and I'll
get a hold of Steve and find out what they can do out there. And because if they could get us like a slab of the grade of Wagyu that they get, and I think it's a
Well,
I think it's like an A2.
A2 or A3 would be fine.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's like an A2.
So what we'll do is we'll try that. This will be the initial, and then we'll bump up and we'll get one of those. We'll try it, and we'll get up. Maybe down the road, get one of those big old expensive ones.
I would actually think like an A2.
Maybe once I'm
probably
better.
equivalent to like a prime.
Maybe once I'm better established and this podcast takes off and starts making some money, I can drop a couple $100 on a slice of meat.
Yeah, we don't want to starve, so.
You're right. I tell you right now, I can't afford $500 for a chunk of meat right now. Maybe 100, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
I hate to say it. Grand Western Steak supplies a lot of like really, really big, well-established steakhouses and things like that, and Googie gets all his stuff from them.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're an everyday average person buying steak type of place.
You just don't eat. I mean, you can't eat that. I mean, it's so fatty.
You gotta take them off once in a while, man. You can't wear that shits all the time. I love those jean shorts, but man, you got to take them off.
Look at all you watch the reels. I cooked a $2,000 brisket.
So,
you did?
No.
According to the Google,
Yeah.
Wagyu A-level meats are all graded above prime. any level. So even A1 is above prime. And it says that while USDA prime is the highest grade given by the USDA, it doesn't match the marbling or the flavor of Wagyu. So, I mean, I bought some pretty good steaks, and they don't match that.
No.
They don't. I mean, even the A2 that I had from out there at Willis's, it just wasn't. It was a totally different
Yeah,
experience.
well, it's the fat. I mean, the fat renders so much sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, and it cooks
It's
so
not hard.
different.
It's not as hard. I mean,
Oh no. I mean, you really need to wear like rubber gloves when you handle it, just because
I mean,
the fat is all over you. So, all right, we should get out of this one, and I'm hungry. I got to get through Sandusky before everything closes. Oh, never mind.
no, you're too late.
Yep.
Well, tomorrow, if we had the podcast tomorrow, I was making fucking chicken burrito things.
I know.
Well,
This is my bad. I didn't realize I was going away tomorrow night, so I'm sorry. You're the fifth person to chastise me about it, so I'm sorry. We had to change it up. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow night, so yeah.
I could tell a whole story about that because it was pretty funny, but
I mean, I believe actually Wednesday he was texting about this.
he was. Actually, yesterday we were talking about doing it on Monday, and I just happened to overhear another conversation that he wasn't going to be around, and I'm like, so should we do the podcast on Sunday? Oh. Yep. He's probably trying to book a room right now or something because he's been on his phone a lot.
Nah, the room's already booked.
Said you have no excuse.
Sunday nights are busy nights for me. I don't. That's why I don't want to do podcasts on them. All my constituents are trying to get a hold of me. There's no constituents.
I was just gonna say.
Plus, it's hot as fuck here. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
wait a minute. Yeah.
Right, I forgot. Big podcast.
Like, I don't know why we've done 3 episodes that have been an hour and 10 minutes each in this heat. We should have done 3 episodes that were about 50 minutes each.
Because it's not as bad here as it is everywhere else.
Nah, that's probably true, including the blue, which Junior texted back,
Yeah, that is one sweaty ball.
Tell him I said fuck you.
Do you want to text that to him? Gigi says fuck you. I can text it to him.
You want to play a game of Mercy to settle it? So be it.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Agreed? Agreed.
Agreed.
There's a thing I play when we don't want to do this anymore. There it is.
Well, there it is.
Funny how that works.
So I just texted, the group text says, Gigi says fuck you and you owe him a game of mercy. Is that the right thing to say?
He won't take it. There ain't nobody in their right mind going to play me a game of Mercy.
So there we go. On that note, we'll get the Wagyu ordered and we'll figure it out. The main event, the Mike. Maybe he'll have big plans and we might end up part of something bigger.
We do have him scheduled to be on the podcast here coming up soon. I forget which day it is exactly, but
can't wait to see main event Mike.
It'll be a good time. Looking forward to Tuscaloosa this year.
Right. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. We had our featured guest, the Grumpy Griller, as well as our featured guest, the Blade, Brian Type. Thanks for listening to the show. Share it with your friends. Get those Spotify numbers up. We really need something to happen. We've just started this thing out, but we've had some good growth. I mean, for 5 years, we're where we should have been probably after about 5 months, but
yeah,
it's all right. We suck. We know it. Thanks for reminding us every day.
Slow starters will finish strong.
We're showers, not growers. We're growers, not showers. There we go. I said it wrong the first time. But from all of us here at the P&A Podcast Express, make good choices.